Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you step by step how to paint this adorable pumpkin, so let's jump right into it. Today I will be painting with my Emma Lefebvre Craftimo brushes. I will be using a paper towel, a glass of water, and my paints. All the supplies that I will be using today will be linked down below if you want to check them out. But let's get started on painting. Start off by taking your paintbrush, get it dipped in some water. Then you can come over here to your paints and go ahead and mix an orange color, or you could do a green or blue or gray, whatever you desire for your pumpkin, because pumpkins come in all different colors and shapes and sizes. To start, I'm just going to take a lighter wash of the color I will be using for my pumpkin today, and we're going to start off with an oval to make that center and body part of the pumpkin. So I'm just going to bring my brush around and kind of drag that belly to kind of make an oval shape here, and you want to use a decent amount of water for this because we're going to be using the wet on wet technique. And you could do the whole pumpkin at once if you need to visually see that, but you don't want your pumpkin to dry because you're going to use the wet on wet technique and take more paint just like this and drop it in all around the top and drop it in on the bottom to add a cool shading effect. So then you can do that, and I love how this technique works, and I really enjoy painting pumpkins because of this technique. So once you have done that and dropped in your colors, you can go ahead and work on your next section. So take your brush and your paint, and then you're gonna kind of make a C curve and drag that belly of the brush, and you wanna make it a little bit shorter at the bottom and at the top just to give it a little bit of dimension. You can go ahead and fill that in, and you don't want it to touch. You want there to be a little bit of white space. Then you can go ahead and add some water to that, and you can use the same technique with dropping in your paint. And then you can kind of drag a little bit and just let it bleed and do the watercolor magic. I love this part. Now I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side, and I apologize if I'm working a little quickly. It's because I don't want my paint to completely dry before I can drop in that other color, because the wet on wet technique does not work unless your paint is pretty wet. Okay, I'm going to take my darker paint again, drop it in on the top and at the bottom, and drag it a little bit on the sides. And now I'm going to repeat the same steps, but each time I make another C curve on my pumpkin, I'm going to make it shorter and bring it up a little bit higher. Just kind of drag that belly of your brush and make that rounded shape for your pumpkin. Once you have finished your pumpkin, you can go ahead and grab a color you want to use for the stem. I'm just going to be using brown, and I like to take my brush and kind of make it curve a little bit, and then bring my stem back down and let it bleed into the base of the pumpkin here, and then just fill it in. And that is about it for the pumpkin. You can drop in a little bit more brown here at the bottom for some shading if you would like to, and maybe a little bit here at the top. I like to just kind of bounce around my brush. That is about it. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. That would help me out so much, and I would really appreciate it. I really hope you liked this video, and hopefully you learned something, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!